Hi, my name is Preston Park with the Law Office of Preston Park, thinking past the emotional barriers in divorce and child custody cases. Today's topic is chasing people with sticks is invigorating. Having a rational discussion with someone with whom you disagree, asking questions, listening, and trying to understand their point of view is exhausting. Our lazy, stupid brains would rather get emotional, grab a stick, and go make some bad decisions. And you can't argue with stick holders. The stick comes up with this magic soundproof shield where you think you're communicating, but each person is only hearing what they imagine the other person is saying. So what happens when you go pick up your children and they aren't there? Well, you wait, you start getting emotional, and you start reaching for that big stick, right? When you're emotional, you can't make the best decisions. And when you're not making the best decisions, you don't fix your problem, and you might even end up making your problem worse. So what do? Well, you have to make those decisions before you go to pick up your children, before you get emotional. You do that by working with your attorney to create a visitation procedure. Then, when you go to pick up your child, your lazy, stupid brain doesn't have to get emotional. And even if it does, it doesn't have to do a lot of work thinking because all the next steps are laid out for it. For example, your checklist might say, Step 1, control your emotions. Write down the exact time you arrived. When the exchange time comes, take a selfie, click, right, at the exchange location at the exact time you were supposed to have the exchange. Wait at least 20 minutes, okay? While waiting, I'm going to review my order, and that's important because, sometimes we make mistakes. It's always good to double check and make sure you really are supposed to be picking up your children. You try to solve your problem, and when you do try to solve your problem, you might be helpful to have some scripted text messages or emails ahead of time so you're not injecting your emotion in there and getting yourself in trouble. We're going to write down the exact time we left, take a selfie, and then when we get home, we're going to try to reschedule a makeup visitation either that day or the next day. So what does having a procedure, how does that benefit you? Well, first of all, you're in control of the situation. Instead of your ex making you wait and maybe leave without your child, you're just performing your own visitation procedure and then your missed visitation checklist. What you do with the output from your procedure will depend on what your own policies and procedures are that you decided, again, ahead of time when you're not emotional. Maybe your policy is to do an enforcement after 3 missed visits, or maybe it's just to keep documenting for later use. Maybe you want a longer visitation later. The important thing is you're making all those decisions and making those plans before you get emotional, and hopefully you'll be thinking and you'll get better results. So you can find an example of a checklist at planocustodyhelp.com/sample checklist. Good luck. I'm off to court.